So we'll be handling supervised classification, which is in module 5, sorry. So, but to do that, I want to have a straight workflow of how you can do it, beginning from module 1 to the module 5. Now, we're going to go through the process of all the things you need to do in order to start classification. So first and foremost, we have a landsat 7 that we want to classify. So we need to go through it. Let's say you download the landsat 7 and you want to process it, right? So I have a landsat 7 here. I have a landsat 7 here, which is under this. So I have a landsat 7. Okay. Now I've told you in the last class that the landsat 7 has what? Gap lines. What did I do now? Landsat 7. Nice one. Well, the landsat 7 have gap lines that we need to fill with these bands, right? So I've also shown you in the last training how you can do that using QGIS. So to do that, I say you go to raster, then you go to analysis, then you go to fill no data. Now, on the input layer will be the band you want to get filled, right? So you navigate to that folder, have it under project work. So this is the landsat 7. So band 1 is what I want to start filling with. Now, down here we have the validity marks, which is the gap marks that you have inside this. You now take band 1 so that to use it to fill all of those gaps that it has within the landsat. Then the last one, which is the output, input, output. So on the output, if you want to save it to temporary file, you leave it there. If you want to save it to a file where you want to have account of, so I want to be accountable for it. So under this, we'll just create just say processed. So now we just make it band what? Band 1, isn't it? Then we'll click on run. So we are looking at the 6th band in this landsat 7. So since we are using this 6th band, we're not doing, if only we're doing land surface temperature, that's when we'll clean with band 6 VCID 1 and 2, right? But as far as we're not doing LST, but then we'll clean with it so that we may use it for LST just for the purpose of learning. So we'll come back to this and we'll do band what? Here will be what? Then here will be what? Then we'll click on run. Take mouse and you're doing the rest. So which band will you be doing? The mouse are checked. So you can use the mouse are checked, just free. Use your hand. How far? I hope you never forget. All right. Just click one on this one. You're not replacing it, then you just double click for it to name only this, so you just click on save. And that saves you typing. So which band are you working on now? Is the first input layer. Double click. And what now? What band are you doing now? 6 has 2 because it's a thermal band. We have 6 VCID 1 and 2. So do VCID 1 only. So go down. So click on it. We're only going to be using VCID 1. So just make it band 6. Okay, because you'll see the VCID 2, 1. Band 7 remaining. Band 7. Alright, so we're basically done here. Now we'll go to do what next? I'm taking it slow. We started with what? What did you just do now? What did we just do now? You don't know what we did? What did we do now? You don't know what we did? Okay. So what do we do next? After we're done from here. Nice one. What did we do now? Tell us what we did. So, you'll not be understanding anything. Nice one. Okay. God knows I teach you well, sir. First quit. Yes. So we finish correcting the scan line error in Landsat 7. Now the next is that we're going to create a layer stack or combine the bands together in order to have the color composite. So we'll be navigating to the folder containing the file. So I'm just going to go to this, and here now we have the data here, band 1, bring it in band 1, click on add, band 2, you only know add, band 2, band 3, four. We're not including band 6, don't forget. Why are we not including band 6?
Because it's too like.
It's a temperature band. That's where we're using calculating the band for calculating temperature, land surface temperature. So our layer stack now, what year is this? The year should be 2005. Okay. And then we'll click on. Now another thing I want to show you is that you must not necessarily do this thing separately from layer stack. From here, as you just fill this thing now, you can just bring in your AOI and get it directly straight to your subsetting. Okay? So I can just go and look for, this is the portion to which I'm working. So from here directly, you can produce a layer stack that is only clipped to that region. But because we may want to do some processing, that's why we'll have to maybe allow it to finish before we will finish, and then we'll not clip. That's the reason why you need to what? Leave it and do it directly. So let's go back and do it again. I hope you understand what I just did now. You don't understand. So we're going to redo the layer stack again. That one will be clipped to just our study area. But let's do it because we may do some pre-processing, right? We're going to add one to this one so that this is the, while that one is the clip one. All right, so now if you try to check the one that's finished, that's the first one, which is this, you will see that it is clipped just to the study area. So do you see it's just clipped to the study area. When we do the same thing for the other one, you will see that the other one is clipped. It's not clipped, rather it is covering the whole area. Okay? So do you see what I'm saying? So this one is the full one, while from when you fill in your data, you can just put your AOI and to move right there to this whole thing. Do you understand? All right, so now let's say we want to do some pre-processing on this before we clip it. Because I just show you that one as an example. If you're sure what you want to do, like let's say you're using the level 2 collection 2, you may not do some of this pre-processing, so as you just join it together, you just move and do your clipping and then start your. So, as usual, you come to what? Don't forget pan sharpening too. We've done all of that. So let's say we'll do histogram equalization. So here we'll just put the output and under this haze, I'll just put histo. Just leave it like that. Now click on. You can actually also clip it to just a study area. So let's say after this, what you do next will be your last pre-processing. You must not really go back to saving it alone. You can just clip. Let's say when we're done with pre-processing, let's say the last pre-processing you want to do, you can just easily, let's say we've done histogram equalization now, and we bring it in, we see that, okay, it's kind of sharpened something of the images, so we remove this. So let's say you're okay with it, or you want to now do haze reduction, and we just go to that same listing. Just say haze. And let's say if that's the last pre-processing you want to do, you can just easily just import your AOI so that it clips it to your what? Your destination. And you just click on OK. So it's going to now do the pre-processing you wanted it to do, then clip it to just the extent of your study area. Do you understand? And mind you, sometimes it may not really work. Sometimes when you do this, it may not work. Now, but you see that this one works, right? Sometimes it may not really work. But just keep that in your mind that not all the times that it works. Yes. Sometimes it may be as a result of maybe the image or something. So you need to be. And then you saw something when we put it, you see that there is some black background. Yeah. So if you classify without also using your extent, it will also what? Result to you having some errors. I don't know. Where's your mouse? You forgot it. This mouse won't die. You want to chop another money for my hand? Yeah. Okay, so now this is where we are and we need to classify. I remember the first day we go through the whole thing. Yeah. I explained to you how you can understand reflectances and all of that. So anytime you're done, you come here. Now this is 432, which is first color. Now we could do 5, 4, 2, 1. Anyone. Now when you look at this, you see where vegetations are, you see where water body is, and you see built up. This is built up. But the built up is looking more like water body as well. So you need to maybe change the band, maybe to 641 or 641 or 642. But also, when you use 641, you see that it's taking the shape of another thing. It's having the same reflectances as. And don't forget the image has also had its own. But at least this one is okay. This one you can see that there are different signatures to each of them. So now what you need to do is, I have already have some signatures from other years of classification, because when you're doing this kind of thing, let's say you want to know the virus change that occupy between years, that's temporal analysis. So this is 2005, I'm doing 10 years, then 2015, then 2025. So you will classify them 2005, 2015, 2025. Then you now begin to check, okay, what's the area of built up, area of water body, area of vegetation, area of rocks, and all of that. Then that's how you determine change dictation. Change doesn't happen between two images, 2 years interval. Okay? So now we will classify this. Now I already have an AOI. If you don't have, we're going to create it. That's what we call, there's a difference between AOI. AOI is area of interest. That you have to click this and do as if you're digitizing it in order to get this whole thing done. As if you're digitizing it. So you just sample the waters, where there are water. You sample where there is vegetation. You sample where there are different things. Now, I want to bring that area, not because we want to use it. I want to bring it so that it will help us, because this image is not really clear like that. So the area will help us to know where I've used in other years. Now I have a better image. So I have it. I created a folder. If you look at the way I do things, this is folder for classification, this folder for layers there, folder for other atmospheric correction, subset. Do you understand? Now I have this. This is the one for the study area, and then this that signature is the one for, you see, now you see, I have signatures for waters and all of that. I will show you how it's done, but why I'm bringing this one. Now, in the other years, this was still water, but in 2005, you see, there's not all of it that is water.
Yeah.
Good. That is how you were able to determine those changes. So now, the next thing we want to do, go to raster, and then we're going to go to supervise, and then we'll take what? Signature editor. Then, like I told you before, we need Google Earth to help you. But I'm not going to use Google Earth. I'm just, you know how we do it now. You arrange this, because I can't connect to internet based on what I'm editing now. Yeah. So, you bring your Google Earth also, and your Google Earth is standing, though there's no internet, that's why it's saying that. So I'm just going to do a connect. Connect is going to still connect. Alright? Why I'm connecting is because I want this to remain here without going anywhere. Okay? So now, what you need to do is you sample out the location. So when you zoom now, so that you don't make, these are pixels. If you zoom like this, you see that it become boxes.
Yeah.
See, now, it is not really showing plain. You see boxes, it's showing that it is water body. Now, Google is also showing that it is what? Water body. Good. So now we are going to start sampling. Then you go to what? Drawing. Then inside drawing we have various tools. We have this as arc, this is line, this is polygon, rectangle. Rectangle you just do like this. You just do like, for rectangle, for rectangle you just draw. Use polygon. Let's use polygon first. For polygon, I always use polygon. You can draw as many places you want, making sure you don't go out of the pixels. Okay? If you want to go in here, you have to zoom it very well so that you see, so that you don't change another pixel. I hope you understand it. You must not really pick the way I'm picking, but I normally pick my own all through so that I don't. Hey, I have to cancel it.
Pardon?
Yes. Because if you pick this one like this now, you have done plenty things. So let me just, we'll be picking it small so that we'll come from. Okay, so you now click this L plus. You see that it will be added. Okay? So you continue. See that it didn't go out, so we can do what? Add. So you click on add. I see. Yeah? Kola sigma. last week, Matana.
Sabari, Popo.
Last year, it was
How much paper?
but some paper number.
So, what can I do?
So, you getting what I'm doing now? You just make sure you don't go to another reflection. So you just click on here. So why I like taking all of it because I do not want to see that there's anything left. That's for me. Okay? So some people will just sample small. Now these are places I've done. If you look at it, it didn't go out. So I can add this one to the one we just did now, right? So we pick sample here because it's like in the last image the water didn't extend to this side. So I'll add. And that is why I always, okay, this is the one I did. So you see this one now, we'll check. It didn't go out. We'll do what? Add. If you check this one now, you see that it didn't go out. So you just check to be sure. It did not go anywhere. So you do what? Add. So we check this one, you see that it didn't go out, right? We add. So where it doesn't have here, I think the last image didn't have this one. So I'm going to now do what? Add. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Sorry, I'll pick again. I'm taking my time to make you understand this, not just rushing. The mouse is actually, so let me just take a small portion. So you're seeing, right? The last image didn't have, that's why I said just pick small, that it was not having all of this river up to this place. So but you see that this one has more. So I'm just going to go back. And do what? Add. So you see the river continue, but I can actually stop like this with all the ones I don't gather. We have another rivers here. So come and pick some samples here. Just maybe a little. So I'm just going, yes, see. So I'm just going to pick the deepest part of it and add. See, this is river and it's really deep. Yes, you see now, right? Sometimes the reflectance can really change. So it's just for you to see and begin to add them. So you see this dark one is actually still river. You see the river continue, but we can't pick all of it. We just pick the ones that we can pick, just to let the algorithm knows that all the places we've sampled, anything it sees like that, it is what? Water body. You see this one? That's what we're telling the algorithm to do. Telling it to look at anything it sees in that dimension, it is what? Water body. Do you understand? So let's add this code.
This one is water body.
Yes, see now. So that's why I'm using Google Edit to help you to know what you're doing. Right? Yeah. So you see. So now, after we've done all of this, what do we do? Sum them together. And then we click here. But it's like it's refusing, so we do it from up to down. So we click. So after you sum, you click on this class area and click on what? Delete selection. It's here you're clicking. If you want to delete this at this edge, you click on it. So now what's the name of this place? Will be what? Water body. So the color is what? So proceed. Now what next do we do? Let's do build up. So you see, these were all the places I used for build up before, so we need to be sure that they are. See. But another thing is that currently this image is showing 2024. Do you understand? So this is 2005. So it's just the reflectance that will help us to know where it's built up. So we'll do our own. We'll not bother with the former one. So to do our own, we just avoid the brighter white. Those are part of what? We avoid the brighter white and just, because there's a river. Okay, it's not a river, sorry. Yes. It's not true. So. So are you getting what I'm doing? So there are quite a number of other small settlements around. But in order for us not to spoil the whole thing, we will just use this 6, okay? Because the image itself is not that clear. That's another thing. So this will be what? Then we'll give it a brown color, okay? So the next is what? Vegetation. So you can see already that these greens are vegetation. But another thing, these ones are somewhat agricultural lands. So if you go now, you're speaking to, just that you know we're not connected on the internet. Even though you're supposed to see the lands, these ones are actually agricultural land. So I'm just going to do like this and add. I hope you're getting these other purples are actually agricultural lands. And then these ones are mountains. Mountains. You see it from, you see now. See it here, these are mountains. It's actually a mountain. I can't say really mountain, but it's actually elevated ground, yeah. So this is the difference? So I'm saying because I've done another classification, so I know what is there. Do you understand? So this comes by you constantly what? Going through these things. That's the only way you can know some of this. If you leave it for a few months, you may forget how the reflectance really look. But the more you keep using the bands, keep practicing, you even have some things that you may be telling me some things that I may not even know. Because it's not all the time that I use this, only when I have work and then, I'm making video tutorial. Do you understand? So you can get as many images and practice as much as you want. So let's go to that river and area and pick. So this remains a vegetative land because we are not doing agricultural land separate. That's why we're adding the agricultural land into the vegetation, because at the end you just classify them as vegetation. Good. So most of these places are actually farmland. If you check them, if we even have internet and we are going up to see, you'll see that they are actually farmlands. So if you do not cover them, they may come and pick up the form of what? What's the name? They may pick the form of built up, which is not good. So you need to take them into account. So let's see if that is okay by us. Okay, I've not picked some here. So if, like in the case whereby I have this one now, I can use shift and select as many and they will all be added. Okay. So we have 19, so we can. Sometimes you may do more, and sometimes after you classify, you look at which one is having issue, and then you delete the signature, and then put another one. Vegetation. So by the time we do classification, you know some of those things I'm saying. So, green. So we have 3 now. Which one is remaining? Bare lands and rocks. Because if we didn't add that rocks or mountain into equation, we may have challenge. Built up can decide to go and take up that place. Another classes can decide to go and take up that place. So that will not be good. Because that place is too big to be just vacant. That's the reason we add a rock to it. Okay? Check. You see, say this place, you can see agricultural land. See, these are all like farm things. So let's say this is okay for us. Then we do what? Merge them. And we what? Delete. So what's this one called? So, not really white, it's beige. Women, I don't know color. Light yellow, it's not even white. You can't see white here. So now when I get color now. So the last one is, what did I say we were going to do? The mountain. Whatever it is. So we just pick some of the samples I pick from. You can see it. You're already seeing it. And even there's network, you'll see. I can just turn it for you to see how undulated it is. So everything you want, you have to use Google Earth and check to be sure. Because this image is not clear enough. It's just 30-meter resolution. So it's not clear for you to see any real life object. So I'm going to pick here. Pick here. I think let's just add this 8. Now we name it what? I used rock in the last classification. So we're going to use what color now? Forgotten which color we use for that one. Which color I use for that one? Okay, I think I use brown for it, then I use red for built up if I've not forgotten. I use this color for it and use red for that one. Yeah. So now we've done the signature, right? We've picked out the signature we've created. This is what we call the signature. That's the samples you pick. So you can click on file and what? Save it. Okay? You save it because that's what you're going to use to do what? Classification. So you see this is 2015. I have 2005. So you save the signature so that you can come back to it at any time and use it to run. I can send it to you. You can just, all you need to do is to have that same image, then use it to run the classification on it. Now once you're done like this, you can either run the classification from here or you come here to run the classification. So if you're running from here, it's easier. Okay, sir? If you're running from here on this signature editor, you can easily run it. So let's first run it here, then go run it here. So click on classify, then go to supervised. Then here they are only asking you for one thing. They're asking you for output. So I'm going to come to classification, then put what? 2005. Then you click on AOI. AOI. Yes, it's very necessary, like I told you, because when we did start this thing, you saw that there was a black something around it. Now this will now classify without that black this thing, so it will not have excesses. So I click on OK and click on OK. It says it has finished done. Like I said, we will check how well it has done, because sometimes you do classification more than once. Yes, that's one thing we do it more than once, twice before you even get any serious result. But let's see what we have here. Now here is saying, for me, the built up comes out, but there is an issue. See here, it's saying it's built up, which is very wrong. And then also, it's taken almost everywhere to be mountain. So this classification didn't really work. But for built up, it's okay. You can see the built up is okay. Water body is okay. What do they call vegetation is almost okay. I think there were some classes we missed that were supposed to be under vegetation that we missed. Now, these ones have taken over it. That is, what's the name? Mountain can't take over. It's not possible for everywhere to be mountain now. Good. So we need to solve that issue. So if we want to do anything now, what we'll just do is that we are going to remove from here now, as you've seen it. What we'll do is that we'll remove rock, or we may not even remove anything first. We just need to add more of the vegetations. So I can just add this to vegetation. Add this. So they are built up and they are farmland, but we are not using farmland, so add everything to what? Vegetation. This is a built up. I don't want to overdo, that's why I say I'm being scared. It's better the rock to be small than vegetation to be small. And then making it look as if mountain is everywhere, which is very wrong. So these are definitely, because this is settlement. So there's no way you say this is farmland. So the color is confusing, but you just need to know what you're doing. So I'm just going to copy this. So since I have, then I'm going to highlight all of this. Delete this so that I can add this and this together, then delete them, then now paste this so that it become the word vegetation. So we can go ahead and reclassify this and see. So we don't need to do it, we just replace to ask, yes, we are replacing it to see what we'll get at the end of the day. Don't forget, we always add our AOI. So we'll check and be sure of the result before we know if our classification is okay or not. It has reduced, but it's still not enough, right? It has reduced, but it's not enough. You can see it's saying that mountain covered is built up, which is a lie, right? So we still need to do what? Do more. So first, we need to add some things here to remove this built up base here, right? So we'll delete this. And then we'll add this more to water body. So you know this is another thing you need to do. Why is this one showing? So you need to make some things. So add this to what? Water body. and then we'll add this to vegetation, right? So we'll just remove this. Somebody. Somebody. So we need to add vegetation more, right? Because these are definitely farmlands. If you look at it from here, you see farmlands. So they're the one confusing built up around here. So we do it. So adding it to what now? Vegetation. Then we add this place because we didn't do it. We didn't do it, that's why it's also showing some. There's a place up here that is showing. We didn't pick any signature here. So we'll pick it so that this thing mountain level can talk over. Add it to build up, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to add everything to everything. So now what is left is bare land, so we add more to bare lands. We add nothing to mountain because it's the mountain we're trying to reduce for it to match out to. Let's try it again and see, right? But you understand what this is now experience. I'm not just using, I can actually use a very confirmed image and do this for you, and then blah, blah, blah. Then you will get confused at the end of the day. But I'm not doing that. We're doing it practically so that you get exactly what's happening as it's happening now. We're trying to correct all the things that is stopping. I see the mountain has reduced, but it's still not enough. It's still occupying more space. All right. And then the vegetation has not really reduced. So you either remove the mountain completely. Like now, for example, let's save this, right? Let's save it like this. Then we delete the mountain. Now, as far as we save it and delete the mountain, if we unsave it, we'll be able to still see it. Now let's classify without the mountain. So now I have 4 classes. Oh, I've actually not removed it. I never remove them. I'm supposed to remove it before anything works. Supposed to remove the. Okay. So now I want to reclassify. So we did a short period of time. We've done it how many times? This is the 4th time now, right? So that's how you keep doing it until you see results. Sometimes you have to either completely start afresh because of the image. The image is not clear enough, so the reflectance would definitely conflict. Left to me, this is better, but built up now introduces horns. You can see built up has spoiled everything. Built up don't come spoil everything. It's now becoming too much. So you see, that was why I introduced the rock. Now all you need to do is to do what? Redo it and do the rock afresh. Alright? So let's assume this result is okay for us. I'm going to bring another result that I've done that was okay for me, right? I'm going to bring that result. I'm not going to save it. Now, I'm just going to bring a result, not so. Upon raster, then we go into classification 2015. Now see the classification of 2015. You see the difference. Now you can see that the rocks just take minor places, and the built up, you see, it actually occupies where it's supposed to be because I verified it. I see built up has increased, and every other thing did the way it's supposed to. Now it's just this. If I want to reclassify, it's just to make sure the water body takes this place as it should. All right. So now let's say the result is okay. What you want to do next is to calculate the area, which is what is in our syllable. I think we'll lock it from there. To calculate area, all you need to do is to go to table, right? Then you come to show attribute, and then you see the attribute showing. Then you come to add area. You have just see add area. Then you click what form this thing unit do you want? Is it acres? Hectare. You just click on OK, so it will be added. If you go, you will see area added. That's all. Then you just that's all. Just click on OK and click on save. Area has been added. So when you take it to ArcGIS, you see that there's area you can use it to do virtually anything you want to do. So, any question? As usual, no question.